carrying the same message to players. Kerr's post-game address skipped somber and, as he later related, was ruled by appreciation. "I can't tell you my gratitude in terms of just being put in this position to be with this group and to coach them and to help them," he said. Kerr had always been genuine in valuing the positives, a trait established as early as his teen years. He was the first to say accurately and not in false modesty that he did not deserve the scholarship to the University of Arizona that fell from the sky, just as he had been realistic as the 1988 draft approached that he had little chance to last more than a season or two in the league. To then have a dream outcome in Tucson and spend 15 seasons in the pros with 5 titles and the chance to learn his future craft from greats Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich would not be taken for granted. Cracking open beers in his office with appreciation amid defeat was just Kerr's June 13, 2019 version of nearing the end of the Arizona years and deciding, "I've been one of the luckiest people in the world," because the '86 knee injury taught him perseverance, and my father's death has helped me put things in their true perspective. The 2019 to 2020 that followed was even worse than expected. If it was, at the very least, a pause for the franchise that would regroup for 2020 to 2021, it was also the season that most mirrored Kerr's personal history as an unwanted college recruit who became a late draft pick and then spent several years as a replaceable journeyman making minimal contributions. He was practiced at being left behind and responding. The Warriors in last place may have felt strange, but finding himself on a steep climb was familiar. Kerr was in exactly the right place again. Chapter 1. Beirut. They were sure they spotted 2 Japanese submarines in position to attack Southern California on December 7, 1941, or at least spy on the mainland, and 4 more hulking pieces of enemy machinery treading water in the Pacific Ocean the second day of self-appointed reconnaissance work. 7-year-old Ann Zwicker and other neighborhood kids went to the bluffs of Palisades Park in Santa Monica to do their part in the infant war effort. In the Zwicker household, that would come to include her father, standing watch as an air raid warden, his heavy woolen sweater, cap, whistle on a long chain, and armband laid out on a bedroom shelf between shifts for quick access if needed. Anne and a few friends likewise considered it their patriotic duty to trample the Japanese lilacs that grew wild on the bluffs and in some backyards. Mostly, though, she grew up in a bubble. Santa Monica was a tranquil world of tree-lined streets, 2 doting parents in John and Susan Zwicker. John's worked for the same business firm for 40 years, a warm relationship with her younger sister Jane, and nearby fields of undeveloped land for play. The days of potential submarine attacks were terrifying, but also entirely atypical. The girls' world mostly consisted of neighborhood friends, and their wandering imaginations came from listening to Tom Mix and the Lone Ranger on the radio, and from the fright of tuning in to I Love a Mystery and This Is Your FBI. Even trips into Los Angeles, the burgeoning city 15 miles east, were rare. And when the possibility of emotional crisis arose with the family's eviction in 1944, after the landlord raised the rent to what John and Susan considered an unacceptable amount, Anne would spin it into the idyllic memory of little more than the inconvenience of needing to relocate a few blocks. The retelling came complete with the serenity of the beautiful curtains and slipcovers her mother sewed for the new home, the red wallpaper her father hung in the girls' shared room, and the long desk ordered for the 2 elementary school students. Santa Monica High School was later so much fun that Anne practically hated to graduate in 1952. Choosing Occidental College, some 25 miles from home, all the way on the other side of Los Angeles, was adventurous by her standards. A conversation with a neighbor in Erdman Hall, who had recently returned from a junior year in Greece with stories of living abroad, though, sparked a surge of wanderlust in Ann Zwicker, as unexpected as it was life-changing. From then on, she worked toward a degree in education and mentally scanned the globe for an opportunity.